Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some Gruul aggro. Pretty much the end of the season. I played against a lot of aggro today. I tried to record some other things, did not go quite as planned. So I just kind of pivoted, shuffled about. The video is going to be roughly like 30-ish minutes, maybe depending on his intro. But I've been recording for 3 hours. So if that tells you how great it's been going, not fantastic. But I switched to this, and it completely turned around. Samut is a house. First strike, vigilance, in haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature entered the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Very, very good with all of these creatures. This kind of has haste, I suppose. But all these creatures have haste, and also when Kamano flips, it enters the battlefield. And it triggers Samut, weirdly enough, if you did not know that. So sometimes when you play this on 1, you play on 2, you play Samut on 3, this is flipped. You can attack, and if Kamano and Samut hit, you actually draw 2 cards, which is really, really nice. Other than that, another cool, really important thing that got us going well today is Bo1 kind of became an all-star today a little bit. We kind of forget about these because you just play them over a basic in each spot on the deck. But Bo1 enchantments was running rampant today. We were actually able to pick up a lot of things that we needed to with this out of nowhere, considering Samut, Felden, and we are all legendary. So Bo1 was only 1 mana. So it's very nice. I hope you all enjoy the video, but let's just go ahead and get into the games. My opponent goes first. I'm on to play or draw, not to play. I just said my opponent went first. Sure, we'll keep this. Mono in the Felden feels pretty good, although it looks like it's going to get hit with like a laydown arm potentially. And it's not really going to be their forte, but it could be led into an island. Maybe playing soldiers. Humans, mono white. Okay. Everything I said previously is still viable, though. Which makes me want to play this Phoenix chick and allow it to get eaten. It's also a flyer, so it's awkward for them to deal with. Also, this 3 damage doesn't do anything if they just keep gaining 3 back, so I plan to play with fire the adversary. I don't want them to gain life. I'm an aggro deck. I guess that is a decision that can be made. We're going to put on the pressure. Hit for 6, down to 11. We have 5 damage in hand. So depending what they play here, we're pretty close. Ending the game. I can play a Samut. What do we think they have here? Wandering Emperor? I don't think it matters too much. There's the hesitation, so I would say the Emperor is definitely online. Or it's not online, and they only had the hesitation from the land, so they'll pick them up. Alright, we'll keep this. We get to go first. Although, the hand's a little bit awkward. They're 3-2. We're not going to kick because we do not have the mana. We'll play a Samut next turn and attack. They're most likely going to be tapped out and full on attack of us. Hidden Impulse and Land Swift Spear is available for them. I can't block, so of course we see it come in. Samut coming in. We're hitting for 5. We draw mono. One of the situations where we kind of was hoping Samut would maybe hit a red source. We have multiple. There's a Swift Spear. They're tapped out. So, I would say that's a free block on the Swift Spear if we want it. More red cards. Less things to play with it. No attack of the Phoenix chick is a little goofy in my opinion. So 2, 3, just Devastator it out, and of course we're going to attack There's no point in holding back. This can't even block. This spear can. We set them to 7. We draw a card. Another Samut. Samut. Vizier. 4. Curious to see what we see. Other Swift Spear. A mono for prowess. Mechanized warfare. Good draw. But they have to hold back because we just have too much pressure. Who goes first? Play a fire to pick up anything they play early potentially, and an ironclad playing on 2 and a smooth playing on 3. So sure. Bro, visitor, enchantment. This is gonna be a tough game. I'm going to wait. Main reason why is because if they play a Naturalist here, if they were to play a Naturalist, I was going to pick it up. Naturalist is the card that makes enchantments cost 1 less if you're unaware. The reason we want to pick it up is because, again, we're an aggro deck. We want to be able to put on all the pressure that we can, and allowing them to play this and gain life back is a big problem. For us, anyway. Could see an ossification. Could see a dog. Or the one that makes your enchantments get 1/1. Is it Weaver? I think it's Weaver. I just played this the other day, but I don't remember any of the card names. Ossification does come down. Picks up that. We will get to play a Samut and attack. Play our forest. Keep our mana diversified if we need it. We attack. It has first strike, so a block from them doesn't make any sense. This will hit. Seiju's a good pickup. This can allow us to gather this Naturalist later. Or if they do something real loose, we can potentially pop the ossification. But it looks like Naturalist is going to have to be the draw here. Although this has first strike, so a little bit of a mistake. Potentially, unless they really think they needed to draw a card there. Which, I'm not entirely sold on that. Take this. I'm going to give this haste. It's not tradable now. And Beseiju is still active. Also, we want to, with Samut, we want to take full advantage of its ability of drawing a card if a haster hits them. I guess it's not a haster. It is if a creature you control deals combat damage if it entered this battlefield this turn. So giving this haste allows us to put on a lot of pressure if needed. My turn. Actually, we're gonna play with fire them. The creature's important, but we want more creatures. Good game. Good game. Okay. Yeah, they flooded it a little bit. Naturalist was obviously the scariest thing, but with Seiju there, I do wonder if they kind of attacked me by mistake, or their hand was all lands and they just needed like a Calyx or something a little bit more powerful than the Naturalist because they were going to be able to pay for everything. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Which one goes first? We have a Gorge and the Kimono potentially to buff up a Bloodthirsty or a Felden. They maul, which is great for us as an aggro deck. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep this. As long as we don't flood, we're chilling. A Samut is probably what we end up wanting to draw. Really like one weird thing to give like Arena as a compliment. I like the new way that they're I don't know if it's new, but I like the way that their player profiles are getting put out now. Where like, you can kind of see the one I'm using. It's just kind of like a screenshot, and there's a lot to the art. And we don't really get to experience that too much. Where this is like, you can see like more of the card. Or more of the thing that they were trying to do here. So we'll play a Kimono. We'll play a Phoenix Chick. We're going to hold the Bloodthirsty Adversary, hopefully, which means hopefully we find like a Samut or something else we want to play. And if we hit our 5th land, the kick ability is going to be active with this one to play with fire. Bearded Boy, the Spirited Companion, the best boy. They missed a land. They were on a mall. Now they find herself in a little bit of trouble. Play a creature that's a little bit hard and awkward to block. It's also legendary, so our Boseju's only 1 mana. So if something like a Calyx comes down, we can pick it up pretty cleanly. Still pretty healthy though. You find yourself 14. Keep focused. Well, there's the Calyx. What does a counter go on? Stealth would be best. Let's pick it up. Although I should have waited till end of turn, because now if they have a generous visitor, they actually will get to play it here. So a little mistake here, a little impatient on my end. They do nothing though, so not incredibly punished, of course. Do I commit any more to the board, or do I just play a Kimono and hold up this lightning strike? And I think that's the answer. But I'm definitely attacking out. Block for 1. Giving up the 1 card makes a lot of sense. You can't really let 3 damage constantly hit you when you find yourself on the back foot, as much as it sucks. When do I have this to play? Until end of your next turn? Yeah, so we'll get to wait. We'll get Phoenix Chick online with a counter on it next turn. We're not fully committed to playing it. We want to keep this Lightning Strike available. Here comes second Calyx. What's this counter going on? Calyx itself. And primed up as a target. Even more so now than ever. Although, do I need to target it? I can Lightning Strike them, put them at 7. This will go to 2. They're getting 3 in the air. They'll have to block this. Well, they don't have to, but they could. Let's just keep removing their creature. That is exiled. Put the Phoenix Chick online with a counter. And I'll play down the adversary. Yeah, so if they were at 7 and I left the Calyx in play, they could block the Felden, and they block one of these 2/2s, and they'll take 5 damage, so they'd live at 2. Really was just able to eat the pie, huh? That's kind of wild. Oh, you can eat all the food. Yo. What else? What else can we snack on? Like a puzzle. Can you only eat certain things in a row? Oh, no. But, yep. Campmen found themselves on a mall and fell behind fairly quickly with our aggression that we were able to apply. And then we Boseju'd 1 Calyx and then was able to Lightning Strike the second one. And it got exiled because of our Kimono. Alright, some post-game wrap-up here. We are playing essentially on a red, kind of, but the main reason to play this is we get to play Samut. If there was a lot more cool green creatures that had haste, I would typically end up leaning that way. For me personally, I enjoy Samut as a card because it's like you could be an aggressor but also draw cards for it. This and Thundering Raiju are pretty much like the main reason I like playing this deck. Also, we get a Shivan Devastator in there. A lot of times, the lists that have been doing well have been doing like this with Devastator at 3. I don't really like that. I don't have a Mythic, as you can tell, but even if I did, I don't think I would craft a third. I kind of like having Squee come in. Squee is really good with Samut because if there's an empty board, although this is asking for a lot, but in theory, if you haven't Samut play already, you play a Squee, you attack with it. It makes a token. If both hit, you draw 2 cards, which is really, really cool. I would like to try some, like, I tried it before, but it went really bad because sometimes deck constructions don't go great. I tried Samut with Squee and Adeline just to make tokens to constantly fuel this. And I think I want to try to look in that in the future. But today I've tried 2 other decks. It wasn't going very well. We're pretty close to the end of the season, so a lot of people that are trying to grind their rank. I've been playing a lot of aggro decks, a lot of mono red, a lot of enchantments. I think I played mostly that in today's video. And playing the green creatures has actually given us such an advantage. Also, playing a Devastator to go over the top of them and put more pressure on than they can handle. And Samut having First Strike has come up a lot. And Bo1 was weirdly good today. Bo1 was really nice today. A lot of times these get forgotten about. You get to kind of just play them instead of a basic. But today Bo1 was really relevant, actually, because this has Legendary on it. Feldon has Legendary on it. Squee is Legendary. So, like, I think they're the only ones. But either way, when you have these in, this Bo1 only becomes 1 mana. So sometimes we picked up a Calyx with it. We picked up a blue-black source to undiversify their mana, because if they wanted to go get an island, for example, I don't know what they were playing, but they were trying to shut them off like a Phyrexian Obliterator or something like that. So other than that, deck's really cool. Just is what it is. I don't know what to really say other than that. So thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoy, and we will catch you around in the next one.